I'm going to tell you about the time that I took 16 grams of psilocybin by accident. We're going to travel back in time to April of 2020, and the world was on lockdown because of COVID-19, and a lot of people were freaking out and unsure of what was going to happen and what to do, how to be. But for me, it was kind of a little bit of a vacation because you know how busy I am and how many things I do. Mm-hmm. At the end of 2019, I acquired quite a bit of psilocybin, and we put it in honey. All through February and March, we were taking that honey and putting it in tea and having psilocybin journeys pretty much almost every weekend. Fast forward again to April of 2020, I had acquired about 81 grams of penis envy mushrooms, and they were given to me in a supplements bottle, so it was all dust. The person who gave it to me told me that it was about a year old and that his significant other at the time took 7.5 grams, and she only had effects for about 4 hours.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's unusual.
This is very unusual. So I thought that I should probably bump it up to about maybe 9 or 9.5 grams because I'm about 6'3", 190 pounds at the time. The destination trip place was going to be at Cuz's place in South Philly. So I went to South Philly with my psilocybin dust in the supplements jar, my bag of 00 capsules and capsule filler from Amazon. But I had forgotten my scale at home. So Cuz was good enough to let me borrow his digital scale, which was this rinky-dink little digital scale. Later, I would come to find out that this scale was a free gift with purchase. I didn't know that at the time. There I am, packing little piles of psilocybin dust onto this scale, weighing out about 3 grams at a time, and putting it off to the side. I weigh out a total of 9.6 grams. I have this pretty big pile of psilocybin dust, and I packed 37 capsules, 00 capsules. And Cuz is looking at his phone, and he says, "These 00 capsules are 455 milligrams each." Well, you saw me weigh out 9.6 grams. It can't be more than that. And he says, "Well, you do what you want, Cuz."
So how many grams was that supposed to carry?
Doing the math with 30, I ended up ingesting 34 of those capsules. That came out to about 16.5 grams.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I had 37 capsules, but I didn't take the last 3 because I just felt full.
Yeah, you're like a human maraca at that point.
Yeah. We decided to watch Avengers Endgame because it's kind of a visually stunning movie, and Cuz had never seen it. At this point, it's 9:30 at night. I want to say at about 10:30, 10:45, I just have a self check-in while I'm watching Avengers. Nothing's happening. I just figure, oh, well, maybe they're just old and they've just lost their potency. And not 20 minutes later, I am starting to see halos around the actors on screen, and the light in the corners of the room is starting to get all breathy. And then I know, oh, okay, it's happening. And by the end of the movie, I am full on tripping. And I hadn't said a word. I was just, kind of being in my body and just being very sensitive to everything that was happening. At the end of the movie, I get up to use the bathroom. As I stood up, the entire room just felt like I got out of water. Just the room kind of rippled. And I walked into the bathroom, the tiny little South Philly. The world's tiniest bathroom in the back of this first floor house. I've been in closets that are bigger. So I'm taking a piss, and I'm just looking at the wall, and it's white. And as I'm taking a piss, everything just starts to turn to white, and it's like the greatest release I've ever had. And I get a glimpse of myself in that tiny ass little mirror. Mm-hmm. and I look completely insane. My eyes are gigantic. My face is like rosy red, and I just have like mushroom tears just streaming down my face, and I'm just like, oh, I look completely insane right now. I walk back out into the living room, and I just start hysterically laughing, and I say, "Cuz I have never tripped this hard off mushrooms." And I'm laughing. It feels like they're tickling my consciousness. That's the best way I can describe this to you. He's enjoying all my antics, and I'm walking around like Hunter S. Thompson because the floor feels like marshmallow.
Did he take any, or was he just your trip sitter?
No, he was just my trip sitter. He did not take any. He was like, I'm going to pass on this one. You go ahead. And you know how Cuz has ADD, so he's, flipping through channels after that, staying on one thing for a minute, then flipping to another. And I just decide, okay, I'm going to sit down and kind of like go with him. As I'm sitting there, it's just getting more and more intense. At whether my eyes are closed or open, I'm seeing the same visual geometric craziness. And it's just, I'm starting to lose little isms about myself, like my personality's starting to go. I was just like, I was almost forgetting how to human. It's at this point that I go back to the conversation. Those capsules are 455 milligrams each. I think I can't look at my phone at this point to like type anything in, but I just think to myself, I may have taken upwards of 20 grams of mushrooms, and it's just getting more and more intense. So I have the thought that this might be the trip that I don't come back from.
No, what do you mean?
And start to think about, I won't be able to work a job. I'm just going to be a vegetable. I'm just going to be one of those people that you've heard like lore about, that took a massive amount of drugs and is just a vegetable in a psych ward. And I start thinking about how disappointed everyone's going to be in me for doing this and being so irresponsible.
We would not have been mad at you, the potato.
And as I'm thinking of all the people and all the memories I have, and I have to preface this by saying I'm not in a state where I can recognize time anymore. I'm just in a moment. Past, future, none of it, it's not there. I'm just in the one eternal moment, and I'm just going deeper and deeper and deeper into this. So I have like this life review, and as I think of each person, how disappointed they're going to be in me, it's like another part of me starts to fade away. And when I finally, I'm almost there, almost all the parts of me are gone. And up to that point, the last person I get to is you.
It's me.
It was you. And, at the time, no one knew that we were seeing each other yet. It was still a very private thing. And I had, mixed feelings about whether we were going to tell people at that point. And I just thought that it was such a shame that I was not going to be able to tell you how I truly felt about you. And I thought, what a waste, what a shame that I'm just never going to actually be able to tell her how I truly feel. And the thought that I had was, well, at least if she comes to visit me
as a potato
while I'm a potato in a psych ward, you'll be able to look in my eyes and know that I still recognize you and I still have love for you.
You romantic potato.
Unconditional pure love that I had for you was still intact. And I just sat with that. And as I sat with that, and there's no parts of me left, and like you have faded by this point, but like that feeling, the ability to do that is still there. And I remembered that, oh, wait a minute, I've been here before. I've been at this place before in ayahuasca journeys. And it's almost like home. Like, oh, how could I forget?
What's that feeling? Just love?
Just complete. There's nothing on top of you anymore. There's no layers on top of you that you have picked up from anyone else or that anyone else has put on you. You remember who you are. You remember the true essence of yourself, which is eternal. You are this eternal spark, speck of all that is, witnessing itself forever. As I'm in this moment, going through this again and remembering, well then, everything starts to slowly come back. The personality that is Jamie starts to return very slowly, but like washed. Like I went through like a cosmic cleaner, and all of the fears, anxieties, doubts, everything I ever had up until to that point was gone.
Completely gone?
I came back a different version of myself because I can't remember what the things I worried about, or the deep fears that I had, or anything like that.
They just didn't affect you at all anymore?
They just weren't there. I couldn't remember what they were. So it's like I came back kind of a new person. While this is happening, I'm on the couch and Cuz is flipping through stuff, but I'm in my what's characterized as your third eye. I'm focused on those visions. I'm watching this cinematic movie of my imagination play out with people from my life and moments from my life. And what I was seeing was the interaction of energy, frequency, energy, and vibration between everything. So 3:30 a.m., I'm still very, very much in this trip. But I've already had my ego death. I've already had the ego death part, so I'm back. And Cuz wraps me in a blanket on the love seat and swaddles me while I'm sitting there. And he shuts off. I'm like, you can shut off the TV. Because I have a TV in my mind going right now. He goes up to bed, and I'm still tripping so hard into the wee hours of the morning. And Cuz came down around 10 a.m. and we had coffee and pastries. And I told him about everything. I was still tripping too. Still tripping. And he was like, you have the most amazing poker face of anyone. Because you were there, you look completely calm, just locked in. So around 1 o'clock is when I finally came down. I called you at 1 o'clock and I said, you want to hang out? I had a crazy night. I'd love to tell you about it. And we went down to the school river, and I told you all about my night, and I told you how I felt, and that was almost 6 years ago.
That's beautiful.
And now we're married.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But not recommended for other people.
Do not do this.
You might become a potato.
Do not do this. Do not try this. I was very lucky to come out of this. I am a very experienced person with psychedelics, and I have a lot of tools to keep it together. Someone who does not have these tools and this experience would have probably come undone. So there. Do not try this at home. But
it was a mistake anyway.
But it happened to be a beautiful, beautiful mistake in the end.